What's up, millionaires in the making? Welcome back to episode 120 of the MITM Podcast, where we unlock success daily by journeying through the 6 pillars. I'm your host, Tye Aarons, and today we're tackling a crucial aspect of our busy lives, managing our work and our life balance. In the hustle of our daily grind, finding the right balance between work and family can be challenging, but essential. Let's explore practical strategies to harmonize our professional ambitions with our family commitments. Tip number 1, setting realistic expectations. The first step to achieving work-life balance is setting realistic expectations. It's crucial to understand that striving for perfection in every aspect of life is a recipe for stress. Instead, aim for balance. Accept that some days work may take precedence, and on other days, family time is a non-negotiable. It's about giving yourself the grace to find that middle ground where neither aspect feels neglected. Tip number 2, effective time management. And I'm sure that y'all kind of saw I'm sure that y'all seen the previous episode where we talked about time management a little more in depth, but we want to talk about effective time management. It isn't about cramming every minute of your day with tasks. Rather, it's about prioritizing the tasks that are truly important. Start by identifying your top priorities in both work and family life. Use tools like digital calendars or planners to schedule out your time effectively. And don't forget to include some buffer time for unexpected tasks or downtime. Remember, it's not about having time, it's about making time for what matters most. In fact, there's a really great book called The Ultimate Sales Machine. And if you look into that, there's actually the best time management formula in there. And I know it's called The Ultimate Sales Machine, but realistically, it's a book on how to manage your life. So if you look and explore that book, you'll get a lot more in-depth tips on how you can effectively manage your time. All right. Tip number 3, the art of delegation. Ooh, I love this one. And man, I should just call this a book quoting podcast because I'm just dropping book after book. There's a book called Who Not How that I'm absolutely in love with, and it goes really deep into the art of delegation and how you can properly map things out to give it to your team. Now, the art of delegation, whether it's at work or at home, delegating tasks is essential. You don't have to shoulder every responsibility alone. At work, trust your team with a task that they can handle. At home, involve your family members in chores and the decisions that need to be made. It not only lightens your load, but it also fosters a sense of teamwork and mutual support. Tip number 4 is quality time. One of the most critical aspects of work-life balance is quality time. This means that being fully present in the moment, whether you're at work, you're fully present at work, or you're at home with your loved ones, you're fully present with your loved ones. You don't want to be distracted with either. So when you're at home, you don't want to be thinking about work and the emails that you got to deal with. When you're at work, you don't want to be thinking about the family that you need to go back to, because when you're present with both of them and you're giving that quality time, at least you know you're doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing at the appropriate time. Now, schedule regular family activities where everyone can unplug and connect. Whether it's a board game night or a weekend outing, these moments are invaluable. They strengthen your bonds and create long-lasting memories. Tip number 5, work-life integration. Right? Let's explore work-life integration. In today's digital world, the lines between work and personal are blurred. In fact, more times than not, they're not even existent. Instead of rigidly separating the two, look for ways that they can complement each other. This means that sometimes taking work calls from home or occasionally bringing your child to work, that it can help. The key is to find balance that respects both your professional responsibilities and your personal life without feeling guilty about the overlap. I know for me personally, I actually wrote it as one of my goals that I want to integrate family strategically into my businesses and into my work. So I host comedy shows. I host events, period. I host different type of events. And I bring my brothers and sisters. I actually ask them, hey, I want you guys to come to the shows, but help me run the shows. So whether it's man the door, run this station, whatever, that's a goal of mine where I want to be able to make money in a way that it can serve me, but I'll serve my family. And as it grows, the bigger vision is to be able to make money together. So now my work life and my family life are integrated in a way where I get to spend more time with my siblings, but we're making money while we're doing it. So that's something that it's actually been a very intentional goal and mission of mine for a very long time now. And I've been able to actually tap into making that a reality. So what are some ways that you could make that a reality? Maybe your work may not be easy to be able to integrate the two, but there's probably things that you can do to find ways to integrate things so you can have both. Tip number 5, self-care and boundaries. Is this tip number 5 or is this tip number 6? Yeah, it's tip number 5. Self-care and boundaries. We must talk about self-care and setting boundaries. Your well-being is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Your work-life balance is going to rest on the pillars of your self-care. If you don't take care of your 6 pillars, realistically, if you don't take care of your 6 pillars, you will watch your work suffer. Okay? If you're not taking care of yourself, your fitness, your family, your finance, your education, your fun, you're not gonna win. All right? Prioritize activities that rejuvenate your mind and body. Whether it's exercise, meditation, hobbies. Equally important is setting clear boundaries. Learn to say no when work demands infringe on your personal time and communicate these boundaries to colleagues and family alike. Now, achieving work-life balance is a journey, not a destination. It requires continuous reflection and adjustment. But by setting realistic expectations, managing your time effectively, mastering delegation, prioritizing quality family time, integrating work and life harmoniously, and taking care of yourself, you can create a fulfilling life. You can create a fulfilling life that honors both your career aspirations and your personal needs. That pretty much wraps up today's episode of the MITM podcast. As we conclude this episode, I encourage you to join the MITM club. Join the club and join the Money Mastery Dash. The more you master your money, the better off you're going to be, the more you will have more, the more you will be, so you can give back more to those that you love in the future. All right? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to the MITM podcast for more life-enhancing discussions. That's it for this episode. Take the steps to finding your rhythm. Cherish both your professional and personal life. Until next time, stay focused, stay balanced. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.
Give them that creme de la creme whenever I spit that hot shit. Ain't no lose or draw when it's the only option. Till I'm balling like Stockton, I'm locked in. Researching the best stock tips, fuck gossip unless it makes a profit.